could get like, I bet I could get like a really silly looking fat suit. Like a really cheap fat suit. And then get like a Burger King crown. Hire a bunch of toddlers to carry you during the stream. That sounds amazing, and I would totally do it, but I don't think I could do that ethically. I think I would legally get in trouble for like child labor laws. I don't think they'd let me. They'd be like, arrest this man. He's torturing children. Yeah, dwellers below. Oh God, I so wish I could face off against this dwarf army. Maybe I can though. It's called babysitting. I think you're taking it a lot more literally than what it actually means. That is really funny. God, I need someone to make art of that. That sounds amazing. Greases is just like, someone hires Greases to babysit and he's just like lounging on a throne of toddlers. It's so bad. So funny. Oh my God. Why is that like the funniest thing I've ever heard? Oh gosh. Kill him. Oh, you failed me. Here, Hugrim. Caught you in the underway, so I don't have to chase you down, which is nice. Just beat you and you're dead. Totally off topic, but thank you for everything you do. I was having a depressing day and the stream's bringing out a bit. Oh, well, I'm really glad to hear that, Brother Red. I'm sorry you were having a rough day, but I'm glad you're feeling better now. Okay, so how about this? What if we did a Greases Goldtooth stream? Like, full dress up as Greases, play Greases. As I'm dressed up as Greases, I will, with y'all able to comment in the background so YouTube can see you as long as y'all don't do anything too misbehaving. We do a live recording of a ogre tinfoil hat video, and then also a ogre like things that should be done to make the ogre kingdoms better. And then after we like record those videos, and maybe we could do like play Total War for like an hour, and then do like a full lore story, and then do another hour of Total War, or maybe like 30 minutes. So we could kind of do just like some stupid amounts of ogre fun, but then kind of do we even want to play Total War, or would you want to just do? Would you just want to do lore stories and just have it be like? Or we can do both. We can do both. Because y'all seem to really want to do like a hilarious ogre thing. So what if we had one stream where we just do all ogre stuff, and then we do a Greases campaign, we do all the funny ogre things. Greases karaoke, yeah, we could sing the ogre song. And then we could do a different stream where we just do lore stories. See, Pekka says that definitely felt like 10 minutes. Can I get a lore fact on Arbal the Undefeated? Yeah, dude. Here, I can read you his original story because it's actually very important. Because the book Arbal is from is this sweet little bugger. So how would y'all feel about that if we do it in 2 streams? If we do an ogre stream for like the 500 subs, and then we could do a lore stream as well on a different day. Drusilla wants a lore story on the Skank Lord. Who the fuck is the Skank Lord? Who has been skankified? So Arbal the Undefeated, along with a lot of Chaos Champions that people like. You know, I liked having it like this, but now when I have to hold up stuff, it annoys me that it's mirrored. So hold on, I'm gonna do a magic trick. Magic. Okay, there we go. So now it's actually mirrored. So, oh, Warhoof. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Calling him a skank lord is fair. I think he would embrace. He's everyone's favorite whore. So this is the OG Champions of Chaos book. This is the book a lot of these characters were introduced in. Let's check out Arbal the Undefeated. Let me find him. Yeah, this is the book that a lot of characters originally showed up in. So you got like you got your Echoed Hellbrass, Count Mordric, Valnir the Reaper, Dakala, Arbal, Egrim von Horseman, whose artwork actually holds up surprisingly well. A lot of the OG art is like hasn't necessarily aged great. Like it's good, but it's a little like Amon Shakai, Azazel, Kazrak the One-Eye, his original OG form, and then Gothor, when Gothor used to be a lot fucking scarier than he is now. Because Gothor used to be basically like Malagor and Gothor combined into a single character. But let's read about Arbal. Arbal the Undefeated. Here, let me get his artwork on chat so y'all can see it, because it's actually pretty badass artwork. Look at that boy. Look how big that banner is. Is that just not the most obscenely huge banner you've ever seen? But as you can see, he rides on a very large fleshhound, which is very unique. That's kind of his unique gimmick, is that he rides on a fleshhound mount. Let me read the story for you. You couldn't remember Warhoof's name? Skanklord is perfectly viable for Warhoof. He would not be upset at all. All right, Arbal. Of all the warrior heroes of Khorne the Blood God, there are few so devoted to their thirsting master as Arbal. Thousands have felt his axe blade at their necks, and now their white skulls lie at the feet of Khorne. At the city of Prague in the Northlands, Arbal led 100 demons in the assault on its boundaries. It was Arbal who finally breached the gates of the city and ended the siege. Legends claim that Arbal slew 1,000 warriors that day. So there you go. Arbal the Undefeated will absolutely 100% be in Warhammer the Old World, so that's really exciting. Arbal is the favorite of his master and his most devoted servant. Khorne has gifted him with the power of the Destroyer in recognition of his devotion, a reward that belongs to Khorne's most favored champion alone. Only one warrior may bear the gift of the Destroyer of Khorne. Should the champion be defeated, Khorne's wrathful eye will turn out Arbal into a foul chaos spawn, for only the victorious are worthy enough to serve Khorne. I thought it was Kolek who got into the city by smashing the wall down. That is the current story, yes. This is much... Kolek didn't exist when this was written. So Kolek did attack on Titan the wall, but Arbal also existed, though his story would probably be edited to make sense alongside Kolek's. But that's what's going to make the old world interesting, is we're going to see a lot of these kind of older characters thrown together and see how they work. So what does Arbal the Undefeated bring to the table? Let's see. Mark of Chaos. Arbal has the chaos armor of a champion of Khorne. Note he is not affected by Frenzy, because the Destroyer of Khorne gives him all the benefits of Frenzy with none of the downsides. Nice. Wrath of Khorne. Arbal is the most favored of Khorne's many champions. He is constantly under Khorne's scrutiny, and should he fail in his duty, then the Blood God's anger will descend upon him. Should Arbal ever flee for any reason, no matter what causes him to flee, then rather than flee, he will instantly be turned into a chaos spawn. So he just instantly dies. Yeah, so Arbal literally, if he flees, no matter why he fled, whether due to magic, being broken from combat, whatever it may be, he just dies. Challenge. Should anyone ever be fighting, should Arbal ever be fighting an enemy unit that contains a character, Arbal must declare challenges on the behalf of his master. If a challenge is ever issued to Arbal, he must accept it. He may never refuse under any circumstances. If Arbal fights a challenge and slays the enemy, he may issue another challenge and continue fighting another round of combat immediately. This is an exception to the normal rules. If his challenge is not met, then he may fight a round of combat against ordinary troops. Magic items. Arbal has 2 magic items, both of which are chaos rewards of Khorne. Khorne's Hound and Destroyer of Khorne. These items are unique to Arbal. The Hound of Khorne. The Hound of Khorne is the Blood God's own flesh hound, a demon of huge proportions, combining the attributes of the flesh hound with massive size and power. Only Khorne's chosen champion is rewarded with the Hound of Khorne, which the champion rides in a fashion of a monstrous beast. So funny enough, his hound is actually probably been his hound is not probably that same level of specialty. Karanak is, I would say more specifically, Khorne's hound these days, but it is definitely much larger than any other flesh hound. Let's see. The Hound of Khorne is a flesh hound, though it is notably larger. It does wear a flesh hound's collar of Khorne, which makes it immune to most forms of magic. Let's see. Cool. And then the Destroyer of Khorne. The Destroyer of Khorne is the gift Khorne, the god of war, gives to his most favorite of champions. It turns Arbol into a tireless warrior, a hurricane of fury and destruction upon the battlefield. Allows him to make an absolute assload of attacks. Neat. There you go. That's Arbol. And that's he's undefeated. The only other major note about Arbol is that he does appear very briefly in the Warriors of Chaos, where all it says is it basically just talks about how he gets bored and he runs up into the Chaos Wastes and vanishes to go join the Eternal Battle. Let's see. There he is. Arbol the Undefeated, the Destroyer of Khorne, is tired of finding no foes worthy to face him in the mortal world and rides into the Plain of Skulls to challenge Khorne himself to combat. This happened 830 years before the founding of the Empire, so super fucking long time ago. So, you know, I guess he must have popped back out to help out with Prague. But by the time of the fight at the war at Prague, that would make Arbol nearly 3,000 years old. So, Skanklord Beastman facts. So, two really interesting facts about Goros Warhoof, who you could very accurately call the Skanklord, and I don't think he'd be insulted. He would revel in it. Actually, no, we'll do three fun little facts about him. So first of all, Goros Warhoof is actually very unique in that the vast majority of Centaurs they do not have hooves. They actually have like claws. Because they're not true centaurs, right? They're different. They have like monstrous claws. However, Goros is unique in that Goros Warhoof does have hooves, hence his name. He does not have claws like every single other Centaur. So he has a very, very unique mutation. Second big lore fact about him is that he wears the skull of Arsil. You know what? Here, I'll just read you his lore page. Why not? Let's read the lore page. Goros Warhoof, the sire of 1,000 young. Goros Warhoof is a gnarled ancient centaur who is forever fighting, rutting, which means fucking, or getting drunk. His unnaturally long life has spanned many centuries, and he has slaughtered his way through countless wars without succumbing to his injuries. Not a single minute of his impressive lifespan has been spent idle, for the Warhoof is possessed of an unholy vitality, a virile and boundless energy that is matched only by the depths of his carnal urges. Amongst the strongest of these is a lust for violence and battle. It is a rare moon indeed that does not see Goros go to war. It is commonly said that Goros Warhoof is the father of 1,000 young, and yet that still does not do his exploits justice. A menagerie of twisted terrors that cover the old world from one end to the other share his bloodline. Goros frequently boasts about his adventures. Indeed, it is very difficult to get him to stop. Amongst his many claims is the fathering of the entire Centaur race. He maintains that every one of that mismatched and drunken clan can be traced back to his lineage. Few have the nerve to gainsay him, for in his cups the Warhoof has a terrible and violent temper, and he's rarely sober. None can deny that Goros has a very great number of Centaur sons and acolytes. all fanatically devoted to their gnarled but undeniably potent leader. He gallops into battle surrounded by the largest and most fearsome of his four-legged progeny, and every one of them would readily give their lives for the sake of their infamous sire. But it is not just Centaur that owe a familial debt to Goros, for he is anything but discerning. Amongst his hordes come all manner of nameless beasts and half-breeds, and regardless of their size, barbarism, or ferocity, they all pay respect to the Warhoof when he is nearby. An army blessed by the leadership of the Warhoof is strong indeed, for his presence unites the disparate creatures of the Dark Woods on a deep and primal level. So he's the Centaur version of Typhon? Yeah, that's a fairly... yeah, that's a pretty good way to... the Beastman version of Typhon, I should say. That's a fairly accurate way to see him. But yeah, he has kids that are like... he has like Jabberslythe kids, and Centaur kids, and Vestigor kids, and Minotaur kids, and Cygor kids. Like, basically, if it walks, crawls, gallops, or flies, he's probably screwed it, and it's probably popped out a baby. Let's see. Almost every tribe or warband in the shadow of the Middle Mountains contains a few dozen of Goros' many thousand relatives, and he's something of a legend amongst his people. So, some other notes about him. His weapon, the Man Smasher, is not his dick. In battle, Goros wields a great spiked club, every bit as blunt and unsubtle as its owner. Though crude, the Man Smasher bears the blessings of dozens of Bray Shamans and has been soaked in the blood of ancient dynasties, so it causes lots and lots of damage. Skull of the Unicorn. Atop his scalp, Goros wears the broken skull of Arceal, the Prince of Unicorns, who had an unfortunate encounter with Goros in a moonlit glade many centuries ago. It still harbors some of the protective magic of its former owner, granting Goros magic resistance. However, such is their desire to avenge the Unicorn Lord that all units in a Wood Elf army hate Goros and his units. So yeah, he gets around. He's a lot. But in like a fun way, I guess. Do you have any war machines? You have cannons. But your shooting is actually rather light. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Cordlers. No Iron Drakes. Oh, no, you do have Iron Drakes. Oh, but they're regular Iron Drakes. You have no torpedoes, so my dinosaurs are going to absolutely wreck shop. Alright, so we're going to have the dinosaur crew all approach together in stealth. And then once we're close enough, we'll spring out and surprise him. And rip his butt in half. As you do.
Peasant! Peasant!
You're a freaking peasant. Love this POV game? Shut up. I don't need your sass! Alright. Let's start healing. Forgot a second on. Get your booty over in there. We do a little trolling. Cause a little bit of chaos. All right, they're distracted. Go, 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 go. Man, Quaddles are fucking fast. Jesus. Look at that boy go. Have a banishment. those Thunderers? Those are Thunderers. Oh, there's a lot. Wait, why are these Thunderers all stealth? What is happening? Okay, I want you on these Iron Drakes. Red Saurian, you're gonna go that way. Take it on, or you're not take it on. Whatever you are, go that way. Saurus, into them! Alright, go join the fun.
Kroq-Gar. Sotek.
I don't think so. Do you have a permit for those flamethrowers? I don't think you do. Am I already on magic? Bummer. Oh, Ripper, get out of there, get out of there. No! My Rippers! Oh. Well, that's upsetting. All right. Dread Saurian. This. Okay. Look. You go here. You go here. You're basically full health. Kroq-Gar's basically full on. Quick, quick.
Noob Too High cheered. X100. Will we get Jade Vampires?
I feel very, 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 very confident that you will get Jade Vampires. Yes. I would say I feel about 90% confident that we will get Jade Vampires in Total War Warhammer 3. We get Jew Vampires? I don't think those are a thing. Feel pretty confident those are not a thing. Oh no, he did escape? Well, that's bad. Okay, he's pretty beat up, and Granite Massive does have a garrison. Not an amazing garrison, but it is a garrison. Okay, I've got to go march north. It does have a summon. It should be okay. God, fuck. That's not good. I mean, I could summon a lord to protect it. What are our options? We could get a level 3 source old blood. We could get a red crested skink chief, which would be pretty nice because he would provide leadership and he's also like super cheap. How is a source the same expense as a Slon? That's strange. All right, let's put a skink chief in charge. And just get the cheapest unit possible to help him hold the line. We just cannot allow them to take it. Oh, Drusilla, no, the like standalone Warhammer 3 campaign is like significantly better now. Like if you've never played it, I would highly recommend it at this point. Like it's fun now, in my opinion. A lot of the issues have been solved. Like just most people I think tend to prefer Immortal Empires at this point because you get to play with like the entire world. And you know, you don't have to worry about a lot of other like issues and shenanigans. But I think it's a legitimately good self-contained experience now. Yes, we made it. Chat, we saved the city. We saved the city. And now we get our revenge on this little shit. Come into my house. You come into my house. You'll be punished for your insolence, for your arrogance. Ah, it's Thoric himself. Yeah, so Drusilla, the Chaos Gates are a lot easier to close now. Because you can like close them with heroes very easily or lords, but better yet, if you build any of the garrison buildings, or not the garrison building, but like the anti-Skaven building, they added a new effect to it where it also prevents Chaos Gates from appearing in that entire province. So you only need to build one per province if you don't want any Chaos Gates whatsoever in your territory. You just want to be aware of the fact that if you do that, it means that you have to go outside your territory to get into a Chaos Rift. But it's actually like super easy now to avoid them if you don't want to deal with them. Which is good. Was he just gonna hide back there? Perfect. I can just get nice and healed up. Yeah, no, it is legitimately so much better. It's so much cleaned up. Like it is a significantly better experience now. I do not say that lightly. All right, we'll go ahead and send the Stegodons out to start harassing. And let's go ahead and summon some cold ones to get on those flame cannons. Yeah, like personally, I really like the Chaos Gates. I wish we got to see more of them in like regular campaign or in Immortal Empires, just because I like going to the Realm of Chaos a lot. I actually really miss the Realm of Chaos in Total War Warhammer Immortal Empires. Like I know it wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but like I don't think it should be required to interact with, but I wish you had the ability to like spawn chaos gates